Hello, and welcome to the fourth of the series of videos for WinScore. In this video we will input some scores from the scorecards. So we click on the main menu, we click Scores. You have a nice blank screen. And on any entering session of scorecards, you always have to start with CG and course. And we only have one of course, so we double click it to select. Now it's prompting us for the shooter name or number. Everything here is much more easily done with the shooter number. So let's say we have shooter number 5 scorecard on top. So I put in 5 and hit enter. Now all operations here, once we get rolling, are done with the 10 key on a full-size keyboard and the enter key that's there. So it's looked up shooter number 5, Volt Batarek, that's the correct shooter. So I just have to hit enter again with my little finger. It did not stop here and make us select a course. If there were more than one course, then we'd have to select the course the first time through. But there's only one course, so we don't have to stop there. The gauge is already entered, and the gauge is automatic. So now let's put in Walt scores. Now, what happens here when I put in the last station? I'm going to put in the last station as 9 and hit enter with my little finger. It automatically saves that record, and the default moved up here to add new. So all I have to do is hit enter again with my finger, and it's ready for the next shooter. Let's say the next shooter is number 8. It's Pete Mash. I hit enter again. Put in Pete's scores here. And I hit, on the last station, I hit enter with my little finger. It automatically saves the record and moves to add new. Enter. Shooter name or number. Let's do number 1, which is me. I'm an A-class shooter, supposedly. And that is how you enter scores. So click it. When we're through here, we move on to something else. We click exit. Every time you're going to be asked this question, do you want to verify that all scores are complete and correct? The only time you need to answer yes here is when you think an event is over and you have input all the scores for a particular event. So I'm going to say no here. Now let's go back into scores and look here. This seems to be a common misconception for people. The fact that this record is the first one on the screen, the only thing that means is shooter number 1 record happens to be the first one on the top. So if I hit next, here's the next record, next, here's the next record, next. There's only 3 scores in there. So don't be confused when you come in here and whatever scores happens to be on top has nothing to do with what you're going to do next. Well, if we had some more scorecards to continue, we'd hit CG course and the CG double click, shooter number, James Reed, and put in Mr. Reed's scores. And when we're through, we exit. We don't need to verify. And that is how you put in scores. See you at the next video where we will print some results.